What's happening? It's yours truly, Joseph R. Wheeler, the third, the artist, the founder, the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. What's happening? What it is, what it ain't, what it gonna be like, what's happening, what's happening. Yeah, y'all, what's good with you? Back out here on another one. Another day in the life, another day in the life. It's a blessing always, right? Universe blessed. Holiday season is in full effect, very much so. I won't say it's Christmassy as much as it's capitalism with Christmas at its best. It's like, you know, during the side gigs that I do to the main gig being the art life, okay? But this is all part of that life, because, you know, if you don't find a way to make a living, you ain't gonna be able to sustain in this sad reality sometimes. So I'm out here doing this courier thing, as I always do. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, show us some love, understand that we are a multi-niche channel. I am the gentleman that runs the ship. I'm the captain, I'm the crew. I mean, I got crew outside of myself, but 99.9% of everything you see here is because of me and my efforts. And then add in the other percent would be my family and friends that back me up. And that includes, for the friends, you, if you part of our monetization nation, our 1,100 and, no, excuse me, hold up. 1,200! Yeah! 1,200 in the building. The 1,200 is strong. Strong! Thank you so much. Thank you so much to each and every last one of y'all, for real talk. For real talk. Oh, you noticing my feathers? Yes. Picked these up on a hike the other day. When I'm hiking and I see a nice feather, I clean them up, I pick them up, clean them up. And I've been doing this for years. It's just, you know, this is my personal steez, my personal style. It's urban tribalism, okay? You know what I'm saying? Akin to the old ancient, prehistoric, quite frankly, yes, you could say that, yes, prehistoric personal adornment in the history of humanity. You know, you can found objects, apply it to oneself, adorn oneself, you know what I mean? I don't even know what bird this is from, but as soon as I saw it, it stood out. I said, ooh, what's that laying on the ground? You know, and if they don't look too dirty, too mangled, too whatever, if the scene of the harvest was not too critical, like, you know what I'm saying, if I notice it and it's not muddied up, bloodied up, whatever, then yeah, I'll grab a feather, I'll grab whatever's there. If I'm hiking, I see something that might be of use and adornment of symbolism of the things I'm tied to and what I respect and represent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, appreciate your thumbs up in the building. Yes, indeed. We got some real ones in here. I always find my monetization nation. It's the few the proud, you know what I'm saying? It could be 100 people in the building, only 10 of them gonna like it. There they go. Those who can hear my voice clearly, make sure you're hitting the thumbs up. Let me know you in here. For real. There they go. Okay, somebody's giving me a possible ID on the feather. Linda K says, looks like a magpie's feather. Okay. Appreciate that. Nice sunglasses. Thank you so much. You know, I'm a stylish guy, but I'm not the materialistic guy. I love to let folk know, because I like to influence people to go get their best life, you know what I'm saying? And not be worried about everything costing a damn arm and a leg to still be fly. So I'm the dude who gonna always, it's rare that I buy anything when it first hit the shelf. It's rare. First of all, I can't do it, and I ain't fronting. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a fixed budget. It is what it is. Like I say, I live the real art life. You know, there's various levels to the art life. I'm in that level. I'm in that season where I can keep it fly regardless, but we're gonna do it on a baller on a budget type situation. You know what I mean? And so I found these joints was probably like $25 shades, and I found them on clearance for $1 and some change. I swear to goodness. $1. I was like, hell, $1 for some nice aviators? Done. Let's go. That's my kind of shopping. Let's see who else in the building. I'm gonna look up that magpie. Thank you for mentioning that. United Lad 6000, what's good? That's who shouted out the sunglasses. Who is this? Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. So look, I'm gonna be real with you. You might have to explain yourself. Somebody talking about I don't even know what that word is. Looks like a well or whatever. I don't know what that is. Break it down a little bit, because I don't like to shout folk out and then later on realize they trying to be funny or say something disrespectful. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying if I don't know, it's weirdos out here online, so you gotta be careful with who be talking. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be careful. Got to be careful. Anyway. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Word. You know, I just realized why I'm getting so much conversation, because I ain't got my block on. But I appreciate everybody being positive, but I gotta put up it's like Star Trek. When they say shields up, you got to put the shields up, man, because it won't be long before the goons, or what am I calling them? They're not goons, they're a bunch of chumps. They ain't nobody, but they want to sit, you know, the keyboard gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Or as Ice Cube said on his new album, and I love that song. Oh my gosh, I love that song. I bump that song every day since the album dropped, same day as Kendrick, GNX, but a keyboard hoe. A keyboard hoe. Hell yeah. Look that up. Look up that joint. What's the name of it? Rappers on the Internet, something like that. I know that's the chorus. Talking about these rappers on the internet, sitting there trying to, oh my gosh. Woo! Love it. Love that song. That's my joint. That is my joint. What? Damn, I love that song. But anyway, if you ain't heard the new Ice Cube, man down, go check it out. Go check out, of course, GNX, Kendrick. Speaking of other good music, I done come up on hip hop. I was looking at, what was it? Ab-Soul Soul Burger. If you ain't heard that yet, Ab-Soul is another LA cat. Matter of fact, everybody I'm about to talk about is LA cat. So it's a major time for the West Coast, not just because Kendrick, but Kendrick has definitely fueled the fire and brought back the West. Plus, you know, Dodgers done won or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yes, this is a real, well, what is real? This is one of them swap meet type beanies, as they would call it. I say we call it a skull cap in Atlanta. Okay, this is a skull cap. All right, but on the West Coast they be talking about beanies. So yeah, this one of them Venice Beach gift shop beanies. That's what this is, and I loved it because I love palm trees. And when I saw that's dope. Got the palm tree in the L. Cop it. Had to get it. Plus it'd be the right price, right, and it's quality. Well, this is a really good hat. I mean, I've had it for almost over a year, and most of the time, if they cheap, you know, they start getting the little buds on them all over them and everything. This one fluffed a little bit, but you can't see it, so I like it. You know what I'm saying? If it's quality like that, I'm digging it. And I've watched it a couple of times too, and it still look like this. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, that new Soul Burger from Ab-Soul, check that album out. If you like Kendrick, you'll love this. He part of the TDE family that Kendrick comes from. You know, Kendrick got his own company now. Him and his main partner in business is, oh gosh, what's the brother's name? I'm forgetting the name right now. But anyway, they started a company, and that's gonna be doing major things. When I found out that they're not just gonna be putting out music, they're a production company all around. They're gonna be doing film. Now that's when I got excited, because I'm in the film business. So whenever I hear people getting enterprising enough to do that, I'm like, yeah, that's where it's at, y'all. That's where it's really at. If you can jump into that, if it's in your wheelhouse. It ain't for everybody, but for those who want to be in the entertainment industry, it would definitely behoove you to put your talents to use in some way, shape, or form in the film business. If you live in Atlanta, if you live in you know, some part of California near the industry, Burbank to LA. If you live in New York, Chicago, all the major cities got stuff going on. Even other places in the South. Shout out to Nashville, got a Salt Lake City, Utah, got a scene, you know, for the film biz. Charlotte making some noise. New Orleans has made some noise. I just say Louisiana in general, because they don't always just be filming in, you know, New Orleans. But who else? Off the top of my head, I would guess one of the major cities in Texas definitely got something going on. Australia, South Africa, what's good, stand up. That's the film biz. That's, you know, that, and of course, you know, many places in Europe, the UK, of course. I mean, hell, Marvel and DC are now filming major projects in the UK. In the way people talk about it in the biz, it's like, oh, everything's going over there. It's not every damn thing. People panic too much and say general statements. I heard that on set first, right? I was on something and people talking, yeah, you know, everything's, Marvel's going overseas, they're in UK, yeah, DC's overseas, they're going, okay. So I look it up and I realized, yes, some major future movies will be filmed in the UK with studios they've made agreements with over there, but there still will be projects shot in Atlanta. Because that's what people be, you know, people be worried about. Man, I don't know, we ain't gonna be able to get none of the big stuff. No. Man, it's true. In general, the industry has dried up a little bit. In general, not just in general. I got friends in LA that complain that they have not worked in months, and they major people who've been on Marvel stuff like that, you know. And they like, man, it's hard out here. So I'm like, damn. So it's real. It's real. And it's the aftermath of the strike. It's like, yeah, they gave people better rights, but then they give you less work. So it's all a game. And it will come back, though. It'll come back. There's too many of these 1%ers that's making 100,000 damn near on crypto. So you know they're gonna bring it back. It may not be, it'll never look the same as it did. And by the time they do bring it back full throttle, there'll be robots replacing jobs. The very thing that people were battling against, yeah, they might not take no jobs from they may not take as many jobs from mainstream legendary talent. Your favorite actor or actress might be more protected after the strike. But production people, shit, it's a matter of time, y'all. It's a matter of time. It is a matter of time. And every day that I see some more about it, it makes me think about the beginning of Janelle Monáe's career, how she started and where she is now. And I love Monáe. I think she's this cutest little sexy thing. And you know, when she first came out, she wasn't trying to be overtly sexy. She was just the cutie pie, and you know, the dancer, the entertainer, the girl who could dance like James Brown with the big pompadour hairstyle, you know, the Afro pompadour. And she has skills. She always showed, hey, I got the lyrics, I got the writing, I got the skills. I'm performing with Prince. I've been, you know, she's been giving green light for Prince, co-sign, so to speak, as they say. You know, she got a lot of respect, and she deserves every bit of it. But what's funny to me, as time went on, I would have never thought she'd be the persona she is now from how she started. I knew she was gonna change, because that always happens to everybody in the biz. You know, they give, you know, A&R departments, they work with people and create an image. They create an image based on parts of your personality. And once they know enough about who you are, more and more, they just pick out pieces and magnetize that. Let's blow that part up. Okay, next year, don't be so much of that. You can keep being it because it's still you, but we're gonna give you a whole nother market. We're gonna get you a whole nother group of people buying your records when we add in this part. So we're gonna push that part up more. So you're gonna be more about that this year. But when she was talking about and using metaphor of science fiction, that was my favorite Janelle. That was my favorite album from her. The one where she was doing her take on Metropolis, the classic black and white film and everything. dealing with futurism. And when she was dealing with it being like, you know, the arch android and all of that, and she was the android girl, and dealing with android rights and all this stuff, and all that was metaphor for her orientation and being black, and then, you know, she came out, she's bi and all that stuff. So like she dealt with all of that as a metaphor, like, you know, the other. And I love that in sci-fi, because that's another reason I love science fiction, because people can use symbolically an alien concept to be representative of different things that people are doing, and people's relationships with each other, and how they treating each other, and civil rights and other things. Because people, you know, will swallow it a little different if they're looking at an elf or orc or alien from outer space, or some strange looking thing that they can't say is human, but then it's still talking. And, you know, you got it forces the mind to start considering things. If this thing is a living being that has feelings and thoughts on a similar level as a human being, then that's the only way they can kind of sympathize and empathize for it. Then they start saying, oh, wow, I never thought about it like that. So that was the Janelle I really loved. Like that, not that, like I say, not that I don't like where she's at. I like her as an individual, as an artist. She's a great thinker. And that's more important to me than all the rest of it. She's just a great thinker. But I would love to see her come back to the, like, because it's like a story that didn't, it's like one of her movies that deserves a sequel. Because I look at her albums like, you know, they're like movies. Like even the more recent stuff that is not as much like that, even that could have a sequel, and you bring it like, okay, it's the Hot Girl Summer thing. Because that's really what she did. She did her own version of Megan Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer type album. Suddenly she's cussing. Suddenly she's kind of ratchet. Suddenly, she, you know, when she did Floating, she like, I just don't give a damn no more. What an end gonna do it? She started talking about end this, and I was like, oh, god damn. So I don't like that. I don't really like that at all. I think that's counterproductive to how strong she could remain as an artist. But what do I know? Because it blew up. It blew the hell up. Because people like trash, and more people can relate to the trashy side of things than the more refined. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know why it is what it is, and it is what it is. So, like I say, I hope that she comes back to that other alien more, because she still got it in her. Have y'all seen her pictures every Halloween? She go all out. Janelle Monáe be, man, it be cracking me up, because I'd be like, look at, she go deal with Hollywood level makeup artists to make her into something else. This year she was a couple of things, I think, but the one I remember was this weird looking, I don't even know how to, it was a cyborg type character, but it was like a man type energy to it, and you can still see her in the makeup, which is what made it extra weird. But she's a character. She's a fun lady. I actually even met her one time, real brief, super brief. It was a meet up for fans, and I just happened to be in Centennial Olympic Park in the middle of Atlanta that day, and for some business nearby. And I said, man, I heard about it on the radio. I said, let me go by here and see if I can see Janelle Monáe for the first time, because I had never seen her in concert or anything. So I said, at least I can meet her. So sure as hell, and where I was leaving, I was wearing a suit and stuff. I mean, you know, I'm dappered out. I'm fresh as hell, right? And I get to the park, it's a crowd like I expected it to be. They were playing her music, they were playing the rest of the crew that she's with, you know, the Wonderland crew playing their stuff, and they were playing Jadana's Classic Man, because this was back, whatever year that was, the Classic Man was out, and it was the ish. They were playing Classic Man from Jadana, and suddenly over the horizon, we all saw her coming with her entourage and bodyguards and everybody, and it was hosted by like Toyota, and they were doing like, so that was the other thing, you know, of course they had brand ambassador girls out there, and they were in charge. The girls were out there to like take everybody's phone when you got up to where they were on this little red carpet area. And after you pose, they take the picture with your camera, because they were trying to control people taking too many photos, too many videos, wasting time with a line. So the brand ambassador, you know, who won't hand their phone to a cute girl knowing she's gonna give it right back to you, and she's smiling at you and looking all cute and stuff, you know, so smart tactic. But the problem is Why is it when the girl got my phone and I stood right next to Janelle Monáe and she's so short, y'all, she like here to me. Like she is a munchkin for the function with her little cute self. And she looked up at me and she said, a classic man. I said, yeah. And she just grinned back. I said, I was done for the day. I was like, man, I've been officialized. You know what I'm saying? I've been certified. Janelle Monáe herself looked up at me and said, a classic man. I'm glad you recognize, baby. I think I just looked at her and said, yeah, that I am or something here. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. And we just laughed about it. And then we took the picture. And Jadena was in it and everybody, the whole crew. And I dapped him up. She got to shake his hand and everything. But what killed me, I'm walking after that, because then the girl hands the phone back and I'm walking off and I'm like, oh man, that was awesome. Let me see this picture. The fuck? No! She did not. She was pointing it, but she was holding somebody else's phone at the same time doing their phone. She didn't push the button on my phone. I didn't get the picture. Damn. As I was saying, I was just talking about Janelle Monáe, talking about music, doing a little ONYXCON music for y'all. We going through the elements, you know what I'm saying? Here at ONYXCON, we deal with a lot of the arts in general. We deal with the visual art always. We deal with, outdoor murals. We deal with outdoors in general, okay? Adventure travel, fishing, hiking. Yeah. Your best health, ONYXCON fitness. Yes, mind, body, and soul. We ain't talking about being gym rats. I'm not a gym rat. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind going to a gym, but I'd rather be outside. I'd rather do some push-ups outside against a rock, run up the hill, go back down the hill, jump down, do some push-ups, run back up the hill, go back down, do some jumping jacks, run back up the hill, go down. I'd rather do that than be in the gym, because on a treadmill, I ain't going nowhere. It's always moving outside. I'm always seeing the rest of nature. I might get to witness some animal walk up on me while I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? I've had wild turkey walk past me while I was exercising, stuff like that, man. That's that stuff, man. Dealing with them totems. Some of y'all ain't ready for that, but I'm still gonna speak on it because that's what we do over here. I don't know what you're doing over there. I know what we doing over here. All right. Shout out to all my real ones all over the world that understand being in tune with the rest of nature. So yeah, we about that life, you know what I'm saying? We like the rides, the fly rides. We'll go to a car show, ONYXCON rides. We do that, ONYXCON style. You see I'm styling with my feathers. You see it? Found objects, go out in the rest of nature. Adornment, personal adornment style, baby. Environmental style. Homes, architecture. I'm gonna start posting more of that on ONYXCON style. I'm gonna start doing that because right now it's all been fits, it's all been outfits and stuff. But I'm gonna start showing people the juxtaposition of it all, like how you live in general, like, you know what I'm saying, your ambiance, what kind of vibes you like. And I like a lot of fly stuff, but I can mix it with the au naturel all day because I always know that's the core. If all the flyness blow away, I know how to get back to the source. I know how to be out here in the rest of it, in the actual woods. Like right now, I'm wishing I didn't have to do this courier work today, the survival work that artists have to do, the many hats that an artist got to wear, okay, to get to the crowns I'm supposed to wear, to get back to them, because I always got them. It's just getting back to putting the crowns on and adding some more jewels to the crowns. Notice I'm making them crowns plural, because I got many. But no, for real, it's, seriously, it's gonna be all right, y'all. I'm telling you, I feel real good about 2025, because at first I was all in the doldrums because I did not like, and I do not like the repeat devilish administration that's going back in politically. But you know what? Survived it once. It ain't gonna be the same, but I'm gonna survive it again. Like whatever the evil want to do, the righteous gonna win. How about that? That's all I know. Function will outwin dysfunction. And those who are ignorant and do not understand what is really what, it's okay. Life got a way of showing you, hard or soft, you gonna learn today. So that's how I look at that, and I'm going into 2025 with total optimism for the goals I have set for myself and this organization. And if you're feeling that same way too, make sure you hit that subscribe button and support, because you're gonna like the energy over here. You're gonna like what we got to give you. We're gonna always be bringing you that diversity that we always are known for. 1,200 strong, we must be doing something right. I gotta keep saying, I gotta keep shouting y'all out, man. The Monetization Nation, we at 1,200 strong. I love them even numbers. I don't mind when it's on the way to an even number because that shows progress, but I love when you get to that even number, man. At 1,200, when I woke up this morning and saw that, I was so damn happy about that. I was like, man, look at that. That's what you work for, you know? That's those milestones, you know? You hit them and you say, man, for real, I did that. Like, we got 1,200 people worldwide. I got people in the UK, India, Malaysia, Mexico, República Dominicana. All right? Mi gente. I know I got them. I know I got my people with me. That's the other thing that feels good, when you can say that with confidence. Like, I handed them the business card in those places and they immediately went on their phone, or not, you know, whether I had the card or not, they like my energy. They, oh yeah, I do YouTube. I saw a YouTuber. Look it up, bam, oh snap, I like this, bam. And they don't waver. They ain't like, you know, Americans is fickle as hell. Like you one day, drop you the next. But no. Once they like forever. They just, yeah, I followed you, man. I see your character. I see who you are. You a real one. Okay. Real recognize real. Done. Done. We in there. That's it. I'm rocking with you. Period. That's how we do, man. That's how we really do. So I like that energy, and that's all I'm seeking. I only want people like that on this page. I really don't want, they talk about having an organic following. Man, I got the most organic following on social media, on all my social media, because we don't buy followers, we don't buy subscribers. I've never even understood why people would trust something that does that. That's like the hacker show up at your damn door and says, hey, guess what? What? Yeah, I can help you get famous and rich. And all you got to do is pay me to go put a bunch of people you don't know or have never seen, and you never can really look at their page because there's too many of them, and you don't really know who's following you and how many of these are bots, or actually, if they are real people, what kind of weirdos or whatever. You don't know, man, please. I don't, no. Nothing about that is, no. And then, unless these people are volunteering, if someone says, those things are legit, okay, well, so what? Do the people volunteer to just, you know, sign me up with people I don't know and make me do some type of algorithmic something? I don't even know how they do that. You know, give you a bunch of followers. If they're really supposed to be legit and not bots, how do people even allow that? Like, can anybody just grab my page and add me to a list that I didn't volunteer to be on, and I end up following somebody I never followed? You know, like, no, that's gonna piss me off if I figure that out. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? I don't know this fool. Who the hell is this who is this on my feed? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't like that. And I guess that's another way it happens, but now you're really doing shady business. Like, yo, that's nothing, man. That's a bunch of nothing. Ain't nobody here for that. We ain't living like that. So I'm just real proud of all our numbers. And on our Instagram, if you don't know, we got a couple of pages, but of course we got our main page, the main hub, the mothership I call it, at ONYXCON, okay? That was 17.3 thousand, was 8, but we dropped a lot of dead weight over there because, you know, you're gonna have suckers wherever you at, people who ain't real. And once you figure out, it's like, I smell suckers, you start dropping fools. Like, I had what I called the ONYXCON purge over there recently. I kept telling them, I was like, look, if you ain't active, if you ain't trying to support, if you ain't trying to start liking some posts when you look at stuff, if you know me, worse, oh my God, don't know me, and be always talking about what you gonna do, but you ain't never done it all these years, boy, I was cutting fools loose. And then I found out there was a button, tell this for all my people who do YouTube serious, or any of this stuff, Instagram seriously. Look on Instagram, there is a button in your, your hub where you can check all your stats and everything and activity and all that, your insights. Look at that and check out how there's a button for dropping dead accounts that are technically either duplicates, but that's what they technically are saying. Be false accounts following you. Would you like to drop them? And I was like, hell yeah, how many? This said 200. Push that button so fast. I was like, no wonder you get hacked. And I mean, I've never been hacked, but I'm saying, damn. I've been through some stuff that was minor, but I'm just saying, like, when you see that that's how it can happen, I'm like, you can't let everybody in. You just can't. You cannot let people in. Folk out here on some ugly, man. People out here, we really are in the cyberpunk world. And everybody don't mean you well. They don't. That's why when I started this live and I saw so many people talking, I was like, boy, they active today, wasn't they? All these my followers are, no, man, you ain't pushed the button. I had not pushed the button yet to put up the shield. And unless you're a follower, unless you're a subscriber, you can't even talk to me. So I made sure I said, wait a minute, hold up, tap, tap, tap. All right, now. And now we at nothing. Ain't no comments now, but I love it. I appreciate it. I don't have to be seeing people popping up. That ain't important to me. Because if they're not friendly, if they're not cool, we're going to have a problem. And I don't need that energy. I got enough other stuff to make you mad in a day. You don't need to be mad. It's about being happy out here, y'all. It's about finding a way to stay happy. Don't let the foolishness in. Don't let them think they even got a lane. Don't give them no lane. Nothing. Put up your shields. Shields up on your Enterprise. It's Star Trek. It's Star Wars. But shields are up. If you break through the shield, well, that's what torpedoes are for, mother. That's what torpedoes are for. Fire! Trick ass mother. I could get a damn. Woo! Anyway, back on point. Let's not go down that ugly lane. But see, evil is a mother. It's a real energy. It make your body change, make you warmer, get hot. I want to take off my jacket now, just thinking about suckers that deserved it in the past. Talking ish online. Like, if you don't get the hell out of your life, you need to get out your own life. You're going to get your own life into something. Anyway. But yeah, y'all. I was talking about music. I was saying Soulburger, he's from LA. Another one of these reformed young nerdy kids that would have been a gangster that decided, nah, I'm not gonna die on the set, on hood, all that. Just like, he's still about that life. He yapping it big time. If you know what to listen for and what he just said on certain tracks, that's who's in the room for sure. It's cryptolicious. You feel me? It's a lot of that going on in there. But what I love about his sound and what he does is much like another part of TDE, Schoolboy Q, who's another one that's like, these are the rappers that are like, these are technically the good kids like Kendrick who, been through a lot of stuff and got caught up a little bit in the hood politics mess and claiming and whatever, but some of them didn't go full throttle, some of them may have. And thank goodness they didn't, because you wouldn't be hearing this amazing music. You wouldn't be hearing this artist. You wouldn't be knowing. They would be gone. They'd be dead. Let's just be honest. That life ain't nothing but death and mayhem. And that's what I love about the ones who survive it and don't get caught up, because they give you some amazing perspective. And lyrically, I enjoyed, there was one track on this, one of the most played that I'm seeing a lot of people get hip to on Ab Soul. I'm talking about Ab Soul if you just joining. Soulburger, new album out. If you like that Kendrick's GNX, you will like this. Pretty much can promise it. But Ab Soul got this one where he basically, I wish I could remember the name of the song. Dang, but it's he sounds like, every rapper likes to homage with their flow to people they admire, people they like. And it's going to go right over the head of a lot of the young folk because they don't go research nothing. They just think everything started with them. But it would behoove you to go look up an artist from, I want to say he was originally from the Bay. It could have been LA or the Bay. I think he was kind of between worlds because he definitely had LA connections, if not from LA, but I think he was from Oakland. But Saafir, okay? Saafir. Saafir, Saafir. And if you don't, even people from my generation who never dug that deep. See, I was always the dude I was listening to abstract underground cats before that was popular. See, nowadays, these kids, that's who's popular. Thanks to social media's growth. See, back in the day, it wasn't all this social media. So if Saafir had came out now, if it had been the same music, but if the times were like they were when I was going through it, 20s and and younger in age, Like when I was in college, I think it's when, or was I in high school? I think I was in high school when Saphir came out. I think I was still a senior in high school. Hey, I gotta look up when that album came out. That's crazy. It may have been later. I don't know. You know, your mind, you can't remember. But anyway, but when he came out, if an artist like that had came out with the technology of today, he would have been as big as anybody that you hear about that's unsigned hype but still can pack an arena. All these, you know, young this, young that rappers with no O, YUNGs, you know, all them kind of folks, man. Oh my gosh, he would have been one of them, but not on that dumb stuff, because he was really clever, extra finesse and swagger and all that, and he didn't care about, he had a funny ass style, because he'd ride the beat the way he flow, but sometimes he's just straight talking, he ain't even rhyming, he'd just be like, I went to the, but he would drag his voice, and that's how he would stay on the beat. He'd be like, I went to the club and picked up at this girl that she was feeling me, and I that's how he rap, right? So Ab-Soul gave basically an homage to Saphir. He was rapping in that style, and I loved it, because I was like, yo, that's Saphir right now. He in the note, you know, it's like in the key of, like on the piano, he in the key of Saphir. Like, that's, I like that, man. That's giving respect to the OGs for real. Like, understanding somebody came before you and you admired them, and not afraid to make it very clear. Like, anybody who's seriously into West Coast hip hop gonna know. They're gonna hear him, oh snap, he doing Saphir right now. You know, just like with Kendrick when he did Reincarnated. You know, it's obvious that's supposed to be Tupac. He's doing his best impersonation of Tupac. He did a damn good job too. It's fun. It's hardcore. It sounds like he got the cadence down. He still sound like himself, but he got the cadence of Pac. He did it. He did it. Yeah. Yeah, he was killing it, y'all. He was killing it on that thing. But and then he got a couple of tracks. Like, I'm gonna be real. The only thing with a lot of these young artists, you know, age gap is real. Generation gap is real. There is an age gap, and a lot of the stuff that young folk talk about, you know, even if you don't believe, it's just not gonna resonate with you as much as you get older. If you don't believe it, listen to something. Even if you're young, if you're in your 20s, listen to something you was all into when you, I mean, you so young at 20. Damn, when you were 10 years old, okay, whatever was your favorite cartoon music or something, like, does it still bang for you? Does it still bop to you? Yeah, it more than likely will. Like, I hear, you know, certain stuff and I get excited, of course, right? But I don't know that I get so excited that I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to that like I listen to something I want to hear as an adult. No, I'm not gonna ride around with, I'm gonna have a nostalgic moment. You know what I'm saying? If somebody play the Thundercats theme, yes, I'm gonna rock out to it one good time. I'm gonna say every word. Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats are loose. Dun-dun, hear the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. Dun-dun, thunder, 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 Thundercats. Yeah, I'm gonna do all that if I hear that shit. But I'm not gonna ride to that all day. Now, if somebody used that as a sample on a track, I'm gonna lose my mind, because I'm like, that's so it's overdue. And maybe somebody's already done it, I just ain't heard it. It's overdue. I would love to hear all of our favorite cartoon jingles or whatever get cleared on samples and make some classic stuff, and let it be somebody like a Kendrick who gonna rap something relevant to now over it, so that even if he's talking about some stuff that's so young and newfangled with street politics and whatever going on it, even though I'm still not going to be completely blind to what he's talking about, and I'm savvy enough to be able to research and figure out what he's talking about, because not too much of what he says goes over my head like it goes over to a lot of the fans' heads, and they have a kick out of trying to figure him out. Like, I'm pretty well tuned to a lot of the stuff that he be talking about, or know enough that I can figure out the rest, right? But even then, it's like, once I get to the point of my limit on even caring about figuring it out, the rest of it, I don't care if I ever know what it meant. I just enjoy the song and I'm gonna ride with it, you know? But there will be a limit still on, because of that little bit that I don't understand, okay? Ever so often, I'm gonna give it a break. It's not gonna be my only thing I want to hear all day, every day, like somebody who is that fan at that age. And I know what that feels like. Because when I was in high school, man, when I tell you, when Redman came out, and before him, way before him, Ice-T and Public Enemy, oh my gosh. And I could go on with a lot of other legendary folks that I listen to. But like when those people I just mentioned, for examples, albums came out, I can remember literally going to school, and every day my dad, I would drive his truck. He gave me his truck to drive. I had the old school Bronco, the O.J. Simpson style Bronco, the real Bronco. Okay, and that's the car I learned how to drive on. I didn't learn how to drive in a regular car. I drove on, I'm sitting on stilts. This thing was a beast, and still is one of the dopest SUVs ever made. But anyway, I was riding that thing, and I had a tape deck, and I pop in my Redman tape, and I would drive my sister crazy, because she'd be like, again? I'd be like, yeah, I gotta hear it again. He's like, Redman ready to rock. Ah! Every day. Every day. Same time, if not the same time, somewhere in the trip, it was gonna get played. I might listen to a little bit of radio, a little bit of something else that she wanted to hear, and then I just take over and be wanting to hear that. Time to go home, I'm listening on the way home at some point. So I get it being young and people being all into their favorite young artists and stuff, but for an older guy, I mean, this is why I say a lot of times when I do reviews of anybody who's younger, I'm just like, yo, it's not even the same meter. So take whatever I got to say and think about it from the perspective of your dad, your uncle, because I'm uncle, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna have the same appreciation as somebody else for Tyler, the Creator, even Absol, even Kendrick, But that new Ice Cube, I'm feeling every bit of it, because, I mean, Cube is in my demographic. He's in my age range, And even parts of the Cube album that I'm tired of or didn't like as much as other parts of it, because I picked 11 out of 19. That's still pretty damn good, Cube. You still the man. But I'm saying, what's up with them other 8? I'm not missing them. Like every day when I think, what's the ones I didn't? Yeah, I don't care. Like if I hear them again, I'll be like, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. But I didn't put that in my playlist because it was a lot of reasons, depending on the song you're talking about. Like some of the stuff just, I mean, go back and look at my review of that album. I'm not even gonna get into it again. I want y'all to go watch the review I did of Man Down, Ice Cube, and it'll break down, because I went song by song, even the ones I didn't like as much, and explain why, and why I love the ones I love. Because the ones I love, again, stuff I listen to every day I put on at least once since November 22nd. I've been bumping some Kendrick and some Cube every day. Today I started listening to that new whatchamacallit, Tyler the Creator, because I didn't even know it was. I heard it was out through one of my boys, because he's the kind of dude who is, you send him the whatever's the most mainstream of things you ask him about, he gonna always go to the most underground thing, which I'm kind of like that too, but I'm between worlds. I can deal with it all. I'm not so anti-mainstream that I can't see artistry in mainstream music. There's still a lot of great work being done sometimes. So, or the artist who's more popular, even if it ain't quite mainstream, because like Cube is popular to his fans, and that's how he ever got to be popular to at this stage in his life. I'm more than sure they're not even playing his new records on the radio. They might be playing It's My Ego, clean version, but I doubt it. Because that's how they are. They gonna only play, all them folk I was just saying, all these kids that you don't know who is that? The what? And then you look them up, and it's all these little tats on their face ass children trying to all look like prisoners, and freaking different colored locks, and looking crazy as hell with too much jewelry on, that be looking tacky, and boys painting their damn nails and all that old, man, get that BS out, man. I know. I'm cool with fashion, I'm cool with style, but y'all overdoing it. Y'all done poured, y'all cup went beyond cup runneth over. Your cup, it looks like junk. Like, damn. And it's not their fault. They didn't start it. That mess started way before them, but they just don't, they're not even doing it with the style that the ones who started it did it with. Slick Rick was one of the first rappers to ever wear that much jewelry. Mr. T being another personality that did it well. But if you look at either their stuff, it was lined up. They first of all, like, okay, you put on a chain that's this length, then you put on another one that's a little bit longer. They line up. They doing this. They going down. It's creating it's a whole system to the way that's around and adorning your chest and neck. But these kids, they got a choker, then they got something else overlapping it because it's not quite the same length, and it's a little, or it's almost the same length, so it's not quite fitting the right way in the back, and then there's all the different little diamonds in it, the little fake diamonds, and all that mess, and then there's some big old clunky medallions, but not just one, so you can actually see what it is and say, oh, that's a so-and-so, I see it. No, they gotta say everything. It's like the way they do their tattoos. They're like a schizophrenic diary on their body. They got Bible verse, hood, street name, girlfriend, baby's name, daddy and mama, a cross, some gang stuff, some numbers for some gang, big ass patch on the neck for the gang, another one over here, something on their throat. And the worst part is most of them are not even nice designs. They're not even like aesthetic or even fit their body type. They're not thinking about the shape, form of their body or nothing. They just putting some stuff on. Just throw some shit on me, on their body and on their body on top of it with what they wearing and their accessories. Just crazy looking shit. So yeah, I've been listening to the new Tyler, the Creator, a little bit. I ain't finished with it. I started it, and homie of mine had sent me a band of HBCU playing one of his songs, the one Sticky or whatever. And he had posted himself, Tyler had posted, saying when he made it, he wanted the beat to sound like something that a HBCU band would play. So he felt like mission accomplished. Like, I did it all. And I respect that. I respect that. He's a real artist. I give him a lot of credit. He's very talented. He's got flow for sure. He ain't make it this far for nothing. When I hear him, and I never knew a lot about him. I heard a few things about him, but I had never dug deep into him because honestly, when he first came out, I was like, okay, the oddball out, nerdy kid, blurty kid, got it. Know what this is, can relate to the blurred element, whatever. But then I'm listening and I'm like, okay, still trying to be tough, not really. Then like, all of that stuff. And I'm just like, I'm so tired of this. Like, why they all gotta, dude, you're different. Just be different. Don't be worrying about whether or not everybody think you can beat some ass and all that and everything. Like, but the more he grew, I think what I'm hearing on this album is, he's come full circle. He's confident about all the aspects of what he presents, and the flow shows that he's definitely sharpened his sword to maximum edge levels, and all of that's there. And there's a lot of catchiness to some of the songs that I've heard so far. Judge Judy, I like that one. That's hilarious, and it's a story. I love stories. I love when somebody tell a story, and so I get why people have a lot of fandom for him. I think for me, I've seen some of his fashion sense. Again, folk doing the weirdo stuff for me just don't work for me. I don't like when dudes just trying to be more effeminate because it's a trend, and it's like, is that really you? Because stay out the lane, man. We don't need nobody going down that lane. We don't need more folk going on that lane. If that's what you are, then fine. But if that's not you, what you doing over there? Like, that irks the hell out of me. Like, young boys and grown-ass men painting their nails and stuff. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Man, come on, man. Come on. If you ain't in a punk band, if it ain't Halloween, you might be able to slide by. I'm just telling you, this views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of all of ONYXCON's affiliates, associates, sponsors, etc. I always got to say it when I know I come with these controversial opinions of mine, but I'm still speak my piece, because why the hell not? Why the hell not? What does it matter, man? You say what the hell you want nowadays. Everybody else does, so I'm going to speak mine. Y'all doing y'all, I'm going to do me. You like it over here, stay. If you don't, I ain't asked you to come in my house nowhere. Get the hell out! Mother, But I ain't with that, man. I ain't with all that. I don't like all that. Especially when they get into colors and stuff. Like, I love color and everything. Obviously, I wear a lot of different things. This is for work and for style, but I'm saying I don't, no, I ain't painting my damn nails. I ain't into all that. Look, I hate that. I hate seeing these dudes going out on that. And it don't seem like no big deal for all these free-minded, everybody's so open and everything. I always laugh when women especially say that. Because I said, it's just because you ain't winning the aisle yet looking for your favorite color and they ain't got no more because all the dudes is buying it out. and don't think it can't happen. Don't think it can't happen, because that's just the way it goes. The more, whatever you allow to persist can become a norm, not just a trend, not just a fleeting moment. It can become a thing. Shit. Anyway, so like, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've seen Tyler on that tip and some pictures and stuff, and I was like, and that threw me off. Like, I know little Yachi, he does it. Little Yachty or whatever, I know he does it, and that irks the hell out of me seeing him on that stuff. But you know, maybe that's who he is. You know, whatever. Do you if that's who you is. But I think a lot of these folks, that ain't who they really are half the time. They just, like I say, they groom these, they find the ones in the beds that'll bend, and they like, you bend a little bit? Okay, bend. You want to bend a little more? Bend all the way over. Boy, play you if you wanna. You wanna let them play you, they will play you. I ain't with it. And I'm glad to see artists like Ice Cube stand on it and make their comments about it in lyrics to make it clear, like, no, we're not gonna let go, man. We're not gonna just completely let go of mandom and real manhood and real testosterone energy. Like, it can be healthy. All this toxic masculine, that's bullshit. It's a phrase made up. Quite frankly, if you don't know the history of it, was made up by a gay white guy. And you around here making that's your meter of how you gonna weigh yourself? Not me. Not me. I got a real father. Ice Cube had a real father. Has a real father. You know what I'm saying? That be the difference, man. You can't talk that ish to men who got men in their lives. Real men. You can't bring it around us. We not going for the dumb shit. We just not. I can be very funky. I can get funky. You know? Speaking of funky, I can get funky like Funky Friday. Shout out to Cam Newton. Just did a video in homage to him and his new episode on his show, Funky Friday. He's got a couple of shows, his podcast, but the one I'm talking about is the main one where he sits down and he be chilling. And he had this lady, Dr. Sarah, on, who I had never seen until I watched the show. Didn't know nothing about her. And, you know, and I say in my review, I like, you know, she kind of looks like the archetype of the Atlanta housewife type, red bottom shoes, fancy, expensive outfit. Definitely the Louis Vuitton bag type girl, the Chanel bag girl, the Birkin bag girl. She's definitely that girl. The long ass weave that is not her hair. And the cake ass makeup. Yeah, all of that. The cake makeup, the whole nine, right? The lashes, the big ass lashes, just all of it. Yes. Yeah, she one of them. But she's smarter than she looks. And that's why I actually made it through that interview. She said a lot of great things that I agree with. She said a lot of great things that I think more women need to hear. Problem I had, though, was when she got deep into how she thinks on certain things, and it did tie back into money and all of that. Yeah, things started getting weird. So, yeah, be sure to give it a look. I ain't going to even talk about it here. I give y'all the review, the preview here, to give y'all the enticement to want to see what I was talking about fully. Go check it out. It literally just posted last night. As always, I'm always proud of our content. It's already got some okay numbers. I want it to have amazing numbers, and that only happens with you. So let's keep it growing. We're at 1,200, proud and strong. Let's keep the ball rolling. I appreciate y'all, man. It's ONYXCON, the foundation. Peace.